In a couple minutes, I guess I will start. And you're gonna notice something different. Something that I cooked up like the last moment. Why did it repeat that? Hmm. Why did it repeat? Did something break? Three minutes. 3 minutes. Yep, I think everything is roughly set up here. Nice. If this UI that I cooked up turns out to be ass, let me know. You'll see it in like 2 minutes. Oh, cool. 3 people are here. Nice. Okay, 1 more minute, and we're go. It's kind of funny that my Twitch is actually the larger group when my channel has more subscribers. Huh. Oh well. Okay, we're starting now. So, what do you think? Okay. Hmm. So last time we worked on Hmm. I still could go back to this. Questions. Or should I continue working on me? The questions. Hmm. Okay, so how would I turn this into a VTuber model? I guess this chunk right here would have to be separate. This one right here, this one right here. Oh well. Oh, I wonder. I do wonder something. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense whatsoever. So, it seems Discord's a bit weird. Huh. Yeah, okay. I'll just work on this until someone shows up and talks. Ah. Why does it repeat? The hell am... No, I need to check something. Why is it repeating? So chat... Let's refresh. No, forget. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I see. Indeed. Wait, what? Where is it repeating it? And why? Where? Where? I'm so confused. I can't bother with this. I'm just gonna keep drawing. Shit. I hope that doesn't get annoying to people. Oh, you don't hear the audio whatsoever? That's so strange. Yeah, the audio, I'm hearing it. And what, voice meter? Okay, let's just remove this temporarily. Hmm. Hmm. Browser window. Five 500 by 750. Eh, nothing much. Nothing much, nothing much. Ah. So now if I go into properties, hmm. Transition and do you hear it now? Try it. What the hell is going on? Restream is screwing things up. Like genuinely. Mm. Oh wait, hold on. There are some set. There's a setting that I need to actually see. Okay, now if I refresh, transition, try it again. Just speak. Hopefully this works. Ah, it doesn't repeat itself, but now say something else. I need to see if it shows up in the audio mixer. Why did this stream have to start scuffed? No, so you can't hear it then, I assume. But why? Yeah, that doesn't say anything. So you don't hear the chat. Something broke. I just don't know what. Unless. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. Just when I had everything set up nicely, it shot the bed. Yeah, that's what I've been noticing. Oh, cool. Refresh cache. Yeah, maybe this will help. Hmm. Nah, fuck. So wait, how am I hearing it? But oh, NG. Hold on. What? Oh, mute OBS. What do you mean by that? Hmm. I can do that just from the control panel. I mean, yeah. If I do this, I don't think I can hear OBS now. Yeah, I muted it. I don't hear anything anymore. That's the thing. I should probably close this for now. Oh, I thought just grazed my mind. The thing is that it stopped repeating earlier when, yeah, it stopped repeating earlier when I actually turned off the text to speech in, so notification data. It's a beta feature. What? 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 Hey Google, why is it that my browser audio in OBS is not working? Try speak again. Yeah, forget. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe this should do it. I hope that fixes it. Because if this doesn't do it, I just don't know anymore. try something. Okay, alright then. If that's how things are gonna play out, I guess y'all won't be hearing yourselves. Fine by me. Smooth jazz. Fine by me. Mm. According to what I was researching earlier, it seems like it may need a restart, but whatever. It just means that you all can't hear it, but I can hear it. Oh well. Not the biggest problem, just not. After I updated the UI, something just had to break. The the, the humor is crazy. You can't make a better joke than this. Mm-hmm. Alright, I wonder what I should make today. Or work on, should I say. I can keep working on this. Though I will need to research something real quick. You know the last here's something funny. The last stream I did, let's just say YouTube wasn't having it. I knew it. I knew it from the moment that I saw a song in the mix. I knew it was gonna get copyright struck. Like there were a lot of copyright claims. Don't get me wrong, but two of them reduced the visibility. Yeah, two of them reduced the yeah, two of them reduced the visibility. So it's visibility restricted now. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Where am I again? Oh. Yeah, Pinterest. Okay, so according to this reference, this is why I have multiple of a single layer. So, yeah. So, something like this, I guess. Just, what a lovely day. Just me and these chill vibes. Because I am just a chill guy. Oh boy. Narcissism much? How to tell if someone's a narcissist? Look in the mirror. Well, even if you're supposedly the star, There are millions of stars as well. Doesn't mean shit if you're just one of the numbers. Right? It's less impressive when you're just another statistic. Well, now that's just plain old bias. It's like I could also say just as how you could say that, oh, there are many stars but only one sun. I could also say, oh, yeah, but just as how there are many suns, there are other suns that also have unique names as well. Ours is just the sun, and we revolve around it. Overall, yeah, overall, does just because uh, just because you're special to a group doesn't make you at the center of the universe. For a while, people actually believe our solar system was at the center of the universe. Hell, they actually believe that, or the Earth itself was at the center of the universe, and everything revolved around it. But then evidence came out, and it was not so. And now we have people still divided to some extent because they are going to use religion incorrectly, if I might add, using religion as oh, religion said this, so that means that this is wrong. It is going against religion. I'm gonna be real with you. My humble opinion on how things are set up is that religion, religion, hmm? Exactly. Yeah. Everyone is just as how everyone is unique, everyone is also not unique. Two things can two things can be correct at the same time. For instance, as a species, humans are unique, but still we share many similarities to our ape brethren. Some people act like snowflakes. But I do get where you're coming from here. And to some extent, I do believe everyone is unique. It's just being unique doesn't make you special. That's like me saying, oh, I have, it's like, oh, I have depression from childhood experience with my own family that has caused me great pain. Now I am currently fighting the past in order to be a better person, fighting the limitations that were essentially placed on me in the past to be the best I possibly can be. That I may sound unique, and to the people around me, that may be unique. But at the end of the day, there's probably someone who's gone through something similar. There's probably some random nigga on the street or so, some white man, some black man, some woman, you don't know. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to say narcissism is bad, and that's kind of and that is kind of a mindset that the world kind of puts onto people. Being self-centered in this world oftentimes is viewed as being evil or not caring about other people. But those two things are not mutually exclusive. You can be you can care about people and care about yourself. And oftentimes, if you care about yourself, you tend to also care about people. Because if you care about yourself, to some extent, you can even to some extent you can even put yourself in other people's perspectives. If you don't care about yourself, there's no point in trying to empathize with another person when overall you don't value yourself. Also, do you think the wrinkles are better this time? I think they look a little bit better. Narcissism, I'd say this though. Okay, good. Yeah. Now my question here would actually be, okay, I have one slight problem though. What the hell am I gonna do for background? By the way, what do you think of the new stream layout? The new stream UI, should I say? I feel like I did well with this. I may adjust it in the future, but yeah. I wonder where everyone else is. Hmm, thanks. Something that I was kind of concerned about with the last UI is the fact that with the last U Nah, you're not, bruv. Narcissism really does help people value their life to some extent. I see. Hmm. Background, background, background. Should I combine two images together? By the way, something I wanted to show off a little bit was these other screens that I set up for my, yeah, these other screens I've set up for my stream overall. So, this is the main screen. Then I also have this one moment screen. I have an ending screen. And then you obviously know the starting screen. And chat reset. Beautiful. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if so that removes that. And then you click this again. Okay. Audio's back. Does that fix anything? Or did I just waste my time? Who knows? All I know is that you're gonna have your ups and downs, I guess. And I was wrong. That's lovely. Just lovely. Where am I? I wonder what happened if I did this. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. Music is all I hear, is all I hear. I can't fix the chat again. I think I've lost it. Oh boy. I keep trying to fix chat, but nothing changes. What did I do wrong? I changed nothing yet, things don't work for me. Why is this all I get? Why? You know what? In 5. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh well. Let's get this over with. I said I wanted to probably combine 2 drawings together, so I should probably define her skirt first. I mean her stockings. Decking through the halls in a one-horse open sleigh. Running through the halls as if I'm a madman. Let's just disable everything for now. Yeah. Yeah, this is where I want it to be. So she has high boots. So probably around here. Oh. Her pose right now is probably wrinkling those boots. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we got the shoes on. What are those clocks? What is something else that we can just discuss? Just something that we can just start debating. Because I kind of liked that debate that we did a while ago. What else can we talk about? I have a couple thoughts in mind, but I don't want to get political. So, yeah, no. Why is it that people just can't really mean what they say? Rice? Rice, huh? I mean, I personally like rice. I would say rice is probably quite the powerhouse of a starch because, yeah, I kind of like what you're saying. It fills, as well as the fact that I, I personally think it goes well with almost everything. Some people may not agree, but I personally think it goes well with everything. Until you find something that rice doesn't go well with, and then I call you a sick freak for that. What are some things that we have to put as a guideline of what you should not eat rice with? In matter of fact, something that would probably say, "How did you come up with this? And why?" HM cereal. Cereal. Oh, cereal. Hmm. I mean, why would you? Why? I mean, you can like if you're eating it on the side, fine. But saying cereal is like saying, oh, are you talking about specifically like the chips, the pellets in the cereal, or are you talking about the milk? If you're talking about both, then we kind of have to value whether or not. Okay, first of all, milk with rice, that's soggy rice. I don't think anyone would like soggy rice. But cooking rice in milk, I think that can actually give quite a bit of flavor. Oh, now that is quite the conversation now that I think about it. Let's continue this. No, yeah, let's actually continue this because it's like yeah. You can and there's also cheesy rice, so you can't necessarily say cheese. And even though I did say that, or even though I did say that people don't like soggy rice, that is during the transition layer. Afterwards, soggy rice becomes rice porridge, and depending on how you prepare it, rice porridge can be really good. So rice porridge isn't really that bad. It's not a great contender, I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'd say that any condiment, you can probably put any condiment on rice, and I don't think you're gonna get into any problems there. Hmm. Rice with yogurt, but then you can just turn it into rice porridge. Ah. Huh. What a situation. Rice is overpowered. The all powerful. Now I think about it, this conversation brought up like a dream I had in my mind. Well, not necessarily a dream. Chocolate rice. And I mean, if you can have cheese on a rice, if you can have cheese on rice, I don't see why you couldn't have chocolate on rice. Both of them are pretty strong in terms of texture, so in terms of flavor. So I'd say nope. That still seems like fine. Bacon and rice works. Macaroni and cheese with rice, yeah. Hmm. The thing is that okay, I think I understand it. Rice has such a neutral taste. It's such a neutral tasting starch that almost anything can go with it. But let's move past rice now. What about what about potatoes? What can't go with potatoes? Let's find out. Actually, quite a lot. I think what really determines whether or not something can actually work with rice or can work with another food is to see. Hmm? Ah, I see. I like potatoes as well. I personally just, I personally would actually fry my own fries essentially, or potato wedges. Though I feel like I should probably put some black pepper into it so that I can actually get a bit of a kick in it. Because salt alone, it's fine. But black pepper really adds to the flavor. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Something's terribly wrong. I can smell it. You know, let's just yeah, that works, I guess. Hmm. You know, I think I should really stop talking about food. I might end up getting hungry. Ah, why did I do that? You see what happens when you talk about food? No, I don't want to be hungry. That's the point. Fine, we can share some recipes, I guess. You know, I think about it. I hardly ever use the rotating feature. Or do I? I don't recall. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna say this. This might sound controversial, and if someone malicious was watching, they'd probably find this as a great clip, supposedly. Why do you look like that? Oh well. Yeah. So my statement will be that, personally speaking, people have people have basically overblown the definition of a pedophile, which is dangerous because if no one knows what a pedophile is, then everyone under the sun is basically a pedophile. And if everyone's under the sun is a pedophile, then people can actually get into harm and nothing's done about it because if everyone is a pedophile, then voila. If everyone is like that, then does the word even have meaning? Does the word even make sense? It's kind of like saying it's like instead of calling people by their names, you say human. Hey, you human over there. I mean, then again, there are people who are so proud to address themselves by what they supposedly are. So yeah, my personal. So I was actually. This was actually. I would say that this would was actually. You know those. It's like a shower thought, but moments before going to bed, where I thought about it. A pedophile isn't. So I asked myself, what is a pedophile? That's such a question to ask going to bed. Like, you're like, what is a pedophile? Is it oh, the person is it being attracted to someone shorter? No, because someone can be short and still someone can be short, but doesn't make them a child. Hell, if if it was illegal to date shorter people, then technically every person who dates a girl shorter than themselves would be considered a pedophile, which the dynamics of the way how males and females work is very favored for, oh, if you are short. Okay, the way how males and females I've seen to be operating is that they the girls look for guys taller than them, while the guys look for girls shorter than them. One makes sense because actually I would say to some extent both make sense. In the past, or should in the past and kind of to some extent currently. Yeah, the height of consent. So something that I've come to the conclusion is that you can't call someone a pedophile for bro. Oh, so you're going to sleep now? All right then. Guess I'm not gonna have this conversation. Unless if someone else wants to talk with me. I take that as no one. Oh well. If this stream if I'm done with this and no one shows up, I'm just ending the stream early. All right. I'll try to talk as much as possible, but I would say generally speaking, my mental battery will drain eventually. Okay, one done, the next one to go. So yeah, anyone else who's here, I'm going to just simply debate something real quick. You can choose whether or not you want to join the conversation, but for me, I'm just gonna say this as a personal belief. The height of consent is utter crap because if like it's such a slippery slope when you think about it. Shorter girls date taller men because a taller man will be better at defending you, while taller men date shorter girls because it's easier to defend them, as well as, and I feel like to some extent this is part of what this is part of this is kind of hardwired into us to some extent. It makes things simpler per se. So it can't be height, and anyone who's using height is stupid. Because by that logic, then a large portion of the population would be considered pedo would considered PDFs. Let's just say that. I feel like I might have been pushing it, yeah. They'll be PDFs. But that's not the case. What's really the case is the fact that girls date taller men and males date shorter girls. That's just how the system really works. There's nothing weird about it. And people only start to point it out, or yeah, people only start to point it out or make outrage out of it when yeah, when the height is extreme. Like, let's say a really short girl and a really tall guy. Once it starts to become like that, people love, and I mean love, they romanticize it. They get horny over it. They think about it so deeply that the way how deep they are with this thought process is honestly scary in my book. In my opinion, it's kind of scary. Stop that, please. Ah, shoot. But yeah. So height is not an indicator of whether or not someone is a pedophile. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is maturity. Now, before I even continue this, let me clarify something. When I say maturity, I mean two different types of maturity, and I will actually mention this later down the line. Okay, oh, no, that's not where we're supposed to go next. Where we're supposed to go next is actually youthfulness. If someone is very youthfulness, they don't look wrinkly, they don't look like their age, they look young for their age, they keep their youth per se, then that does not make you a pedophile. Hell, I'd say that most people would date younger, or no, most people are more attracted to younger appearing, purely because younger appearing is implies a higher fertility for both guys and girls. So Though it may sound weird at first, appearing youthful is not appearing youthful does not make the person a pedophile. Or no, liking a youthful appearance does not make the person a pedophile. So what's next on the chopping block? It's the one that I kind of stopped from talking about at first, but I'm gonna say it now. Physical maturity. Physical maturity. Now this is where I'd say it starts to get a bit, how do I say this in a nice way? Yeah, it starts to get dicey per se. While while someone's physical maturity does not make them, well, basically being attracted to someone's physical maturity doesn't directly make that person a PDF. I can also say that if that is, like, if you are seeking those stuff, seeking that appearance, that of an immature figure, at no shape whatsoever, if you're looking for that, it's weird at best and strange at worst. Reason being, like, do I even have to do I even need to explain it? The person, like, if you're looking for, if you are seeking physical maturity, it's fine to some extent, though it does look weird on you because, like, why are you outright searching for people who don't look physically mature? I don't know, kind of weird, but whatever. That's one thing, and this is another. So that overall, as long as that's the age of, as long as they're at the age of consent, then it's still fine. You're not a pedophile. You're not a PDF. So now, I'd say the more damning one would be mental maturity. If someone is mentally immature, are you kidding me? Still, if they're at the age of consent, it's fine. But just because it's fine doesn't make it necessarily good. Like, don't get me wrong. If you're dating someone who has any of these traits, you yourself are not the problem. Like, let's say you're attracted to them by their personality, or attracted to them by their goals and all that stuff. That's fine. Let's say you think they're cute. That's fine. That's fine. But if you're attracted to these individual traits, it starts to look a bit weird. Now, mental maturity, I would say, would be, it's a dangerous line. I would say that this is the line, because someone who's not mentally developed, they potentially can still be traumatized in the same way a child would be. Hurting them mentally is still dangerous, but that doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean that anyone who dates someone that's mentally immature is necessarily a PDF. It just simply means that they are a greater watch is kept on them, because usually people who target these people, not not just to happen to get into a relationship like that. I mean, people who genuinely target people like that have never nefarious intentions, because they simply want someone they can manipulate, someone they can control. And if that is the case, you are dangerous. Sincerely, you're dangerous. But can't really do much about that. So, oh well. All I can say is that side eye, bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. So yeah, overall, this stream was really just to show off this new setup of it. I'll adjust certain things going forward, but hopefully, I feel like I'm just going to. I don't know. I'm kind of just getting drained talking to myself. That's kind of funny. You know, once the stream reaches 2 hours, I'll just end it there. Which that seems like it's coming up rather soon. Let's just try to think of a background we can use. What can I use for a background? Background. Roundy News, the sponsor of today's video. Yeah, but I don't know. I still don't know why that came up in my head. Why I chose to think about something like that. But something I do know is that I find it weird. I find it weird the lengths some people are willing to take. Cause in my opinion, no one is necessarily like trying to simplify all of these things makes you look like a bad person. Purely because if you try to simplify these things, you're unironically trying to dictate how people should exist practically. We can't get rid of short people. We can't get rid of tall people. We can't get rid of youthful people. We can't get rid of el el elderly looking people. We can't get rid of physically mature people. We can't get rid of physically mature people. We can't get rid of mentally mature people. We can't get rid of mentally immature people. We can't get rid of people of different ages. But the rules are rather obvious when you think about it. Just like take a step back, break it down, and think about it. age of consent. Not the appearance of consent, not the height of consent, not the maturity of consent. No. Age of consent. I still do believe that people who lack mental maturity should definitely be watched over. And if someone is looking to exploit that person should be called out. You're an ass. But in my humble opinion, you shouldn't be looking at physical appearance, just focusing on personality, because that's where you can never go wrong. If you don't focus on physical appearance and only focus on personality, then you can get away with anything. Don't take me up on that. You know, I think I'm for background. I think I'm gonna ask questions rather than yeah. I'm just gonna ask questions rather than trying to guess on what I should do, because that's just plain old dumb. Background. Hmm. Questions. So many questions. Okay, we've hit 2 hours, so I guess I'm wrapping up today. Thank you all for joining. Tell me your thoughts on the new UI, what I could fix, and just remember, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here to help. Anyways, later.